Uh, I think something is strange. I mean, not in Taiwan. I mean in India. Okay. I just checked the information from Taiwan. Very few media mentioned something about the heat wave in India. Heat wave. Actually, maybe hundreds were dead during the coming summer. But in Taiwan, we can feel that during the May and now the early June, we can feel the temperature is still how can I say that, warm, temperate, and not hot. Actually, in Taiwan, the highest season is about July, August, even to the September. But now we cannot feel the heat wave or climate change. I think each year is different. And last year, do you remember there was heavy snowing in Europe and somewhere flooding in Europe, and in Taiwan generally the weather is okay. So we cannot imagine that the kind of climate change in Taiwan, but actually in other places there was horrible. For example, I just watched the DW news that is from German public station, and at least 5 was killed in the German, maybe south area, the flooding area. It was not good. Okay, let's come back to our course. And today is week 16, and next will be the exam 2, and week 18. Theoretically, we have no on-site course, and I will record the videos for that. I will for our to explain our final exam questions. So you don't need to come to the classroom. But I'm always on the line. If you have a question or any comments, please let me know on the internet. And I try to finish calculation, your grading, as soon as I can. And I wish everybody have a good summer. Okay, and before I started, I just one sentence for you. When I was a PhD student, I learned about statistics, and again, that was a nightmare for me. In the end, I even got a B+. I couldn't believe it, because I thought I would get an F, but I got a B+. And I think, how can I say? I was satisfied with the grading. And in the future, you become a graduate student, or you become a staff in a company, or you will start up a business. About the part of statistics, my recommendation is, as long as you need to use this tool, go back to review any materials that you ever learned, or you can study new materials. Because the concept is not easy to understand. Trust me. My suggestion is, because the calculation is easy, especially nowadays, you have more and more tools, powerful tools online. You don't even spend any money to use those tools. And my suggestion is to consider the situation you need. For example, you want to do a survey to develop a new product in your company, and you want to know the consumers' preferences. Do they like a salty? Do they like a little bit sweety? Or do they like the flavor of lemon or flavor of peach? It depends on the survey. But you need to do experiments. For example, you design enough sample numbers. Then you ask your production partners to produce the kind of sample, and try to make the sample on the giving you some sample, and consumers can test it. After that, you collect the information and analyze the information. And I think those kind of level is not high, easy to do, and it's really working for your company, Again, in the future, if you need to run statistics, just review any materials that you ever learned, or you can find new materials. After that, you will feel, now finally I understand the concept of statistics. In the beginning, maybe you can get a very high score in this course, but it's a little bit hard to understand the real principles. That is the personality, characteristic of this course. Not my fault, okay? Today I will review, but I will give you different example. Oh, something wrong here. Yes, last week I told you the chi-square, how to run it, and I give you example from this video. Now I'm going to do another test here. And here is, let me screenshot it then.
What is the chi-square test and how is the chi-square test calculated? That's what we will discuss in this video. Let's start with the first question.
Okay, let me copy and paste this and let me try if I can copy paste it to. No. Okay. Let me take the screen again. Okay, and let me have this one. Sorry, the number may be a little bit small here. Oh, okay, I just take a screenshot from the video, and now I'm going to tell you how to run this one. Okay, let me show you here. Okay, and Okay, I have a number here. I have a number. I try to because I show you this. I show you this. There are several. For example, the gender male, female in total. Male, female, and I will enlarge the cell size. And the first one, they read the New York Post. The second column is USA Today. USA Today was the largest newspaper in the US. And the third column is New York Times. Okay, and now we know according to the survey, male, 7 of them, they select to read the New York Post. In USA Today, 16 people, 15 for New York Times. For the female, 6 of them study the New York Post. For the US Today, there is 13. And here is the 16. Okay, now let me finish this part. Centralize it. Okay, and now my question is, and now the question, do they have different preferences since they are male or they are female? And one of the way is to run the chi-square. And now I have sum here. And here is the other sum. From the sum here, it means the sum of the number of males, 7 plus 16 plus 15. You can calculate it by your hands, or you can use different way. And now I just type the answer. Just type the answer. That is 4943. Okay, and the total number to read the New York Post, that is 13, 29, 31. Oh, sorry, I forgot there is a Washington Journal, Washington WSJ. WSJ, and the number is 11 and 8. Okay, and now the total number is 49, 43, and here that should be 13, 29, 31, 19. 13, 29, 31, and 19. So the total number here, that is 92. That is 92. And let me explain this. Why is 92? Actually, from we know that from the male, the sum is 79. It means totally 79 men, they accepted this survey, and 11 of them, they selected to read New York Post. 16 of them study the USA Today, and 15 of them read the New York Times, and 11 read the WSJ. And the total number of men is 49. The same, the sum of the females is 43. 43, it means totally 43 ladies, they conducted this survey. Okay, and we change the direction here. From the result, we know one thing, that totally 13 of New York Post were selected by 7 of the men and 6 of the ladies. Okay, then 29 of USA Today was selected by 16 men and 13 ladies. The same. So we know that, but we plus the same here together, 13, 29, 31, 19, that would be 92. That would be 92. And the total number is 49 plus 43, that is also 92. So that is the total number of the men and the newspapers. Okay, so far, any question? Pardon me? Sorry? Either way? So I didn't catch your question.
Could you repeat?
Okay, sure. I just explained that I use the example from this video because she explained very clearly, and I love her examples because that is clearer than our textbook. And in the future, you forgot that, and you can check the video again. I already put the link on what's that?
This is the link.
My homepage.
No, the link of the YouTube. This video.
Yeah, my video. I placed the hyperlink here.
No, I mean this video.
The video here, chi-square test, last week, and the example is here. You can click the link here.
Oh.
Yeah, and next week is our final exam. I will prepare similar data. Don't worry. You can read the video again, or read my video again. Either one is okay, and you will follow steps. And again, the principles are really, really hard, complicated, but the operation to get a correct answer is easy. Okay, now I just transfer the information here. The original data is here. Okay, let me have different background here. And now this is the original survey, and then we can calculate the sum. The sum 49 is this part, plus together. 43, 1, 2, 3, 4 parts plus them together. And 13 is for this newspaper, 29 here, 31 here, 19 here. Okay, now we are going to calculate. Do you remember last week? Here is the observation. Observation, it means the real number. Christy, you may need to type those information. I'm going to copy paste it to our group, then you can use it. Sorry. Viewer, okay, copy link. Okay, I just copy paste that to our okay, or you can find here. Either one is okay. Okay, and next step, do you remember? Okay, here is the key point. You concentrate yourself here because, and now here is the observation. Observation. And I'm going to switch to calculate the other way. The other way. Here is expected or expectation. Okay, and here, please read this step very carefully, very carefully. When the column here, it is corresponding to this one, and we will select two sums, multiply the two sums and divide it by the complete number here. Okay, sorry, I may postpone the break time for a couple of minutes. Here we can type the symbol equal 13 times 49 divided by 92 and click enter. Again, expectation, here is man and New York Post. So I need man, the sum is 49. New York Post, the sum is 13. We multiply those together. 13 times 49 together divided by the whole number, 92. Okay, and this time you need to do it for 8 times. And next time, and you don't need to set this kind of time. Okay, and the second one, the column here, I try to find the expectation of male who reads the USA Today, the newspaper. And this cell here, we know this cell is here. And now the male number is 49. The USA Today, the complete number is 29. 29 times 49 divided by 92 is the answer here. Okay, let me do it. 29. Sorry. Move to the operation function. Equals 29. Click time or the multiplication. 49. Move it here. Slash. It means divided by 92 and click OK. Click OK. And this part, I will at least prepare one question in the final exam like this. Sure, I will not give you a big question. This one is easy. And here is click equal 31. Click and 49 and click slash 92 and click enter. Okay, let me move to here. The female who reads New York Post here equals female, the total number is 43. New York Times, the total number is 13 and divided by 92. Done. Okay, similar way you can do it for 8 times. Okay, go ahead. So I will finish the example, then we can take a 10-minute break. So you will see that the example from the video, similar result with 2 decimal digits, And later, we can reduce the decimal number, click, to 2 digits. And yes, I think you already know what I want to do next. Okay, and now, since we already practiced that, I will accelerate. Here is yeah, I think you already know this part. I'm going to move here.
No. Not yet.
Okay. I'll be waiting. Okay, I'll be waiting.
You can let me take a picture.
Sure. Actually, I'm live streaming now. You can review from my video. Where? Moving up?
On the top.
Okay. All right, then. Okay, we'll move to next here and click. Do it. Okay, let's review the formula here. The formula is chi-square equals sigma. The sum of the numerator is the square value of observation minus expectation, and the denominator, that is expectation. Again, what do we actually, we have add cells. Each cell, that is, we temporarily we ignore the sigma here, And actually, we have 6 cells. 6 cells, we can calculate the observation minus expectation. Take the square value. Take square value, then divide it by expectation value. Then we can put those added together. Okay, let me show you how to do this. Here, I use different background color in this. Equals seven minus 6.92 and click Shift 6. You will show ahead that is exponent square and divided by 2. Okay, get it? Here, C3, it means the value of observation. C9, so not divided by 2, I'm sorry. C3, the value of observation minus expectation. Take the value of square, then divided by expectation value. Okay, then I click answer. Okay, the same way, I oh, horrible. Oh, sorry, let me. Okay, so for your question, let me double check whether the value is correct. Okay. Okay, get it? Again, each value here, each cell, this cell is observation minus expectation, take the value of square, then divided by the expectation. Then you repeat it for 8 times, or you can follow my way. Just type the formula in one cell, drag it to the 4, type it in one cell, drag it to the 4, and double check the value is the same from our video. And the final step is here. Do you remember 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 cells? We need to add them into a sum value. Thus, I click here, and I click here, and I type the function equals sum, SUM, parentheses, and from C15 to F16. Actually, it doesn't matter. You just select those 8 cells and click enter, then you will get a value 0.504, and that is the correct answer. Okay, so far any question? And during the final exam, I may give you 2 questions. The first question is die, to throw a die for many times and try to calculate whether the die is a fair die. I think that's easier because you don't need to calculate expectation number, because the expectation number should be 1 for each side, 6 sides for 1 die. Okay. By the way, during the final exam, if you cannot find appropriate calculator, $1, you gave us the web calculator. Can you give me again? Sure, I will let you know. I will try to put everything on the website. You can read my website. Okay, finish this step. Okay, so, and next, what is the degree of freedom? Let's review the notes from our textbook. The degree of freedom for one row, that is the degree of freedom, that is k minus 1. But this part is a little bit different because the degree of freedom is number of rows minus 1 times number of columns minus 1. Okay, number of rows minus 1 times the other one. Okay, and now we know we have how many rows? 1, 2. We have 2 rows. 2 minus 1, that is 1. We have 4 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 minus 1, that is 3. Thus, the degree of freedom is 1 times 3. That will be 3. Okay, and now before we start to check it, I have a question. What do we set? The value. For example, if we set 5%, or we can call it 0.05. They are the same meaning. Okay, and now let's check the critical value. Chi value is where is the chi-square table? Chi-square table. Okay, I got it. And let's check the chi-square table. We know we just set the chi-square value at 0.05 is here, and we have degree of freedom that is 3. Then in the cross section that will be 7.815. If our chi-square value equals or larger than this size, then we can say yes, the male and female, they have different choices. When they select the preference in their newspapers, but actually we got the number is 0.5, far away from 7.5. Then we can say, okay, there is no significant difference between male and female when they select their favorite newspaper. Okay, get it? I'm done. Okay, until this step, any question? Until this step, any question? Otherwise, we can have a 10-minute break. Then after the break, we can take a roll call. Okay, take a break, everybody.